Football on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And it's 3rd. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And again this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
First down, Jaguars.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the...
Caution, he's here, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 31, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
32-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Number 23. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Jags defense now as they head back out there. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. That's good for a Chargers.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Watson. Watson throws another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jaguars.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. First carry down for A.J. Dillon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. This throw is going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starting... through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
At the 41. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Jaguar first down.
They'll look to throw. Open man here is Scott, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
32-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Complete to number 28. 2 yards on the play. First down, Jaguars.
17-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Jaguars 17. Chargers nothing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's struggled. His team has struggled. You talk to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
44-yard line.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. That'll be complete to Dillon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 9 now. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Yards to go.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Some things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it to Evans on the slant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down, Jaguars.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Is good.
A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Dillon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Fielded at about the 28. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for 10. Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Scott. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tristan Hill brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, here's Watson.
27-yard line.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out, and he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 3 yards.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Sean Watson sacked.
Chase Young in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack on 1st down, Watson, and this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything.
He's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And now it's SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Watson's pass.
He's able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Watson on 3rd down. That will be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The handoff as they run the counter play. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The pass. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
As he throws in the Charger drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. From the gun, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Watson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
From the gun, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Kyle Fuller.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take it, and this is caught inside the 5.
Touchdown.
And They are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot, look at me, stylish, stylish.